to kick off for New Orleans.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson rolling to his right. And some room to work. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, Wilson. Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
A fumble on the play. Out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Chris Carson, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play. Recovered by New Orleans.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hill. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here playing the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Now Hill. Buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Shaquille Griffin.
Yeah, we dominate today.
A throw he probably shouldn't have made. Rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the second and the third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. Uncontested, they make it part of their repertoire.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Wilson being chased out left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Looking long for Thomas. He's got a man, complete. The 30, baby. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 97 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
On second down, it's Carson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
On the carry. He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Forced out to his left. He lets it fly from... It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one because normally on third and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And he is going to go down. Back back at the 11-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Saints 7.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On the move to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it.
Don't do us like that.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Seahawks.
Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
And it's up and good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in.
Is recovered by New Orleans.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Murray has the first down and more. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Latavius Murray, 41 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Will Lutz lining up.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Seahawks.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Lockett the return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Here's Hill now after the interception. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Seahawks' 18-yard line.
Here's Hill. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
He'll live to fight another down, right?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill rolling to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara, and the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Seahawks take over.
Up to lead the offense again. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now Wilson steps away to his left. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 60 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10.
They run it with Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself...
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fresh off the pick six. Flush to his right. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Covered by the defense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
24-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
A loss of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he puts it through. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in.
Kick is recovered by New Orleans.
Shut him down! Let's do this! Oh, don't be scared. You smell like chicken drop.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now it's the backup Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints.
On the keeper. A fumble on on the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
14.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. Here's Harris to return it. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that could be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out. Okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
Chris Carson on the carry.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team. Fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive with a Seattle score.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. All right, here's a Captain Obvious setup. That all starts with a kick. If that's no good, this doesn't work out.
But it's not just the kick, as you well know. You're right, it all starts with that, but think of everything that has to happen for it to be successful. The kick has to be great. Then someone has to come up with the football. Whether the defensive team actually drops the ball, touches it, who knows? Maybe there's a block on the play. Sometimes you're just plain lucky. That's why these plays are so good when they happen, because they don't happen very often.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Hill. On the crossing route, complete. That's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 51 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Chris Carson trotting back out there. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
That'll go down as a loss of 8, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
At their own 37.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. He's knocking on that door for a 100-yard gain.
And what receiver doesn't want to be part of the Century Club? Every receiver, when the game starts, wants to have 100 or more yards next to his name. It's a badge of honor, but it also shows that you're helping out your team.
And he has certainly been helping. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
On 1st down, Carson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He's going to take off with it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by New Orleans.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down.
Back to throw. Hill. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Drew Brees.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Back now in Seattle, Washington. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. He's going to look deep for more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take
a critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, the ball is out. Kamara fumbled it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
A fumble on the play, recovered by the defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Carson. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Look at the big man rumble. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Lockett the return. Oh, able to avoid him. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
They run again with Carson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Carson. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
He's brought down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. The big man, get the oxygen tank
Let's get
ready.
that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
35. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Lockett the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. Now left side on the swing pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now Carson fumbles the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Here we go.
And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
First throw now for the backup Breeze. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 36.
The Saints defense, we watch them get set to go. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down, Wilson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Wilson operating from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Throwing now is Wilson. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
Is recovered by New Orleans.
Play action. It's Hill. Out to his left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
New Orleans.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have.
Onside kick is recovered by the Seahawks.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wilson on the...
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now he'll pull it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Wilson on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered by New Orleans.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
A gain of 5 brings up...
Now Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully